Alright guys, what's up? It's episode 3 of the Godcast. I'm joined by Jork4K. We might get some more guests later on. But today, we're going to be talking about some very important topics. First, we're going to start with the Goonicide. The Goonicide Gooner. If you're not familiar with this, we'll click the link. I'll just show you kind of what the Goonicide Gooner is about. So basically, like, this guy pulls up.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's like only like such a short clip.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so fun. I know.
Yeah, so as you can see in that clip, he just pulls up to this place. I believe it's called Bikini Beans. Completely fucking naked, or underneath, like waist down, no clothes on, just jacking it, and obviously that makes the person very uncomfortable. Clearly she started recording, so maybe he's done this before. And then he dips out. So Jor4K, thoughts on the situation?
It's interesting. Like, I don't know like what would go through someone's head like to do that. But I have some stuff later in the slideshow about that. But it just seems like such a like crazy shit to do. Like, what, I don't know what he was thinking. Like what do you expect?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, like, it's a messed up situation, right? Because obviously, like, he's fucked, like, mentally. And, like, to pull up and do this means, like, he has no social anxiety or anything. He's not afraid. He's probably got some kind of mental problem. This is, like, an example of exhibitionism, where you're, not supposed to have your clothes off, but you do, and you're showing people your stuff who might not expect it, probably don't want to be shown. This guy probably has a mental illness. He has a wife and kids. But anyway, do you want to explain to the audience what this next slide is about?
So this is where he was first caught. This is from just like right after the incident. So someone posted it. Okay, so I had posted this just yesterday. We were able to get a name of the guy who did this. I had spoken with his wife to let her know the situation, and that the video was going viral, and she informed me he killed himself. So this was after it was posted, because the video was gaining some popularity. Apparently, the dude killed himself.
Yeah.
And then he said, "I'm not sure what to think on the situation anymore. What he did was wrong. Yes, but to take his own life, just, I don't know. I do hope no one has been messaging him and saying awful things that influenced this decision. When she spoke with his wife, never addressed him. I gave his information to the owner of Bikini Beans to give to police. This is not what I expected at all." And then the very original post, where they first caught him, was, "All right, you'll be careful. This happened while my sister was at work. She works at Bikini Beans. This man had himself exposed as if it was okay. Like, absolutely disgusting. He seems to stay away." So I guess this is basically shows you how they caught him at first, and then also that he did kill himself. And then I think the fact that he killed himself is what made it become a super popular situation.
Yeah, for sure. Because that original post, like, obviously got a lot of traction, but then, like, it was like semi-viral. But really, I didn't know about this until he killed himself, and that's when it just kind of went like nuclear. Now everyone knows about this. Like, everyone knows about the Goonicide. Like, it's a big deal now. And originally it's just like, this Arizona mom helping other moms, just posting this, like, to help out because, as a woman, like, you receive a lot of harassment from men, so she's just posting this. This is Facebook, right? Is that what this app is? But it was also looks like
they're next door.
Yeah, but it also looks like it was posted to Instagram Reels. So it's just like a Arizona mom Facebook group, like, hey, like, if you're with your kids or with your daughters, or you're like a woman who's working at like a coffee place, like obviously Bikini Beans has like the bikini thing, so it's not just like a normal coffee place. Um, but just like, hey, like just watch out for this guy. He might try to like expose himself, and it could be scarring if you're like a mom and you got kids, or if you're just trying to like work your shift, you kind of don't want to see another guy's junk. So obviously, there's nothing wrong with that. Like people are saying, oh, you shouldn't have posted about him. You shouldn't have exposed it. Like obviously, he's mentally ill. Like just because he's mentally ill doesn't mean that he's exempt from any kind of name and shame. I mean, it's not like they named him at all. They just posted a photo like, hey, watch out for this guy. Stay away. Um, obviously, you can't anticipate that he's gonna kill himself. Obviously, it's not their fault that he killed himself.
Yeah, like the entire reason they're recording him is just like to warn other people.
Yeah, just for awareness. We got a quote here.
A quote. Police mentioned that his family later confronted the cop shop staff, claiming the incident led to Malone's death, which is now being called an instance of Goonicide. But Tulsa police are investigating the incident. So his family, this is how people learned he killed himself, is his family went up to the coffee shop and confronted him. But that's interesting because it seems like it really, in my opinion, it's really just the dude's fault. Like, he chose to do that in the first place, and he also, like, he could have just faced the consequences. He could have apologized for it.
Yeah.
But he just like killed himself.
And like, obviously, this is a guy who has a wife and a kid, maybe more kids. I've seen a photo with one kid. Maybe he has more. But anyway, he's got a wife, he's got a kid, he's got a family. So obviously, to keep doing this to people like at a bikini place, like that's just that shows like he probably has something going on mentally. He probably needed some kind of therapy, some kind of intervention. I wonder like if there were signs before, like there definitely were, and potentially his wife was ignoring it, or maybe she was trying to seek help for him. We don't know. But sorry, if we go back here, his family claimed the incident led to Malone's death. And in my opinion, like he, they posted the video, so you could say like, oh, it's their fault for posting the video, but they're just posting the video for awareness. Like at the end of the day, that's just like to blame the bikini people. That would be victim blaming, because you're basically saying, oh, people shouldn't post about dangerous people that might make them feel uncomfortable, and obviously like, that's a good use of social media. So, what's this next quote you put in the slideshow? It looks like it's from Bikini Beans Coffee.
Yeah. And so they said, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of the individual involved during this difficult time. This is an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chooses to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support. So it just seems like a pretty basic response for the show, but it is interesting that they did actually, like, as a company, respond to this.
Yeah, is this company a chain, do you know, or is it a single thing? I guess I can just look that up, but it seems like it's just a one-off company. Like, that's the thing, is like, this is a very good response. This is a very mature response, I think. At first they say, obviously this is our thoughts and prayers are with the family. Obviously this is a difficult and unfortunate situation, but they can't just say that. They can't lead off like that. They have to say yes. Like, at the end of the day, the safety of our employees is a priority. This person chose to commit a crime, sexual harassment, make their coworkers feel really uncomfortable. So obviously they have to remain committed to protecting their staff at the end of the day, because they're a company. They want to protect their staff. If they're just like, giving in to the social media pressure, then no, this is good. They have their staff's back in the situation. That's what they need to do. Obviously, it was unfortunate that he took his own life, but you can't blame the staff for that.
Yeah.
What's the next thing?
Okay, so this is a post from his mom, the guy, the
Gooner's
Gooner.
mom.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
And this is it's censored, so she probably said like this is the bitch or something. That went up to my son's car and recorded this video that caused him to take his life. He invaded his privacy by going up to his car. Please share this picture of the girl. It's like a reflection from the bottom of the car.
Yeah.
So we can make her pay. Yeah. Justice for Nautica. Your mom is fighting for you. I'm not going to rest until you have peace. Yeah, he's basically blaming the woman that's recording him.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's wrong. I mean, I think obviously as a mother, like if your son takes his own life, obviously you'd be very upset. But at the same time, like, you know, she wouldn't have been recording this guy's car beforehand unless either A, it was staged, which is clearly not staged, or B, she knew this guy. This guy is a repeat offender. He's come back and done this. So now she wants to get some video evidence, you know, to post online to say, hey guys, stay safe. Yeah. So let's check out the next little evidence. Okay, Bikini Beans Coffee. Okay, we can see some of their employees on the left. I'm about to go to Bikini Beans Coffee. Y'all want anything? No, I don't want anything. I'm good. So what were we gonna say about the slide?
It's basically it's just to show like the business model. Like it's the whole point. It's basically like Cooters type place, or even like they just have like
it's like a next level
women in bikinis as the service.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean,
to show.
This is like when you kind of look at this clothing, like this is kind of like the bare minimum you can wear, like fabric wise. Like this is the bare minimum you could wear, like without revealing anything. Obviously, like it's in Arizona. Arizona is very hot, so this isn't like, you know. There's probably a lot more of these in Arizona. I've actually been to a bikini barista before. I didn't know it was a bikini barista beforehand. But it was actually when I was getting, like, when they first ever released like the COVID testing. You had to go like to a testing location. People in like hazmat suits would test you. I'd get tested. I wanted to get a coffee, so I was like, oh, there's this like coffee hut, and I walked up to it, and there was a bikini barista. But not once in my mind was I like, all right, let me just pull down my pants now. You know, like that would be weird, because obviously their whole business model is the bikini thing, but the bikini thing is just like, you know, like, oh, it's a nice little like thing you could appreciate the women making your coffee, but it's not like I guess you can make an argument, say, oh, it is sexual because they're revealing themselves, but just because they're revealing themselves, like that doesn't make it okay for you to start like, you know, revealing yourself. Like when you go to the beach, you know, you see a lot of people in bikinis. Do you just say, oh, they're revealing a lot of skin, so that makes it okay for me to show my nuts? Or like when you go to the gym, for example, some people wear like that Gymshark, like Young LA, whatever, like Nike 2-piece. And you know, you're in the middle of a bench workout. You're like, all right, I'm just going to pull my dick out. Like, no. Obviously it's not okay then. So it's obviously not okay here. Like without any type of consent or anything, like you shouldn't be doing that to people, you know? Let's see what the next one is. Oh, the Everett Washington Gooner Award. Do you wanna explain a little bit about this, Jork?
This is like there's basically Oscar joined.
Oh, what's up, Oscar?
The Everett Washington Gooner War of 2017.
Yeah, we're learning about this.
Jork
4K is just explaining this to us right now.
The city has been engaged in this litigation since 2017. Oh, is this about the?
Yeah, we've been discussing the Goonicide a little bit.
The Goonicide.
Yeah.
It predates the Goonicide.
This predates.
But it basically, the city shut down. They shut down all their bikini baristas, and then eventually they reversed it, but. A number of young women report being forced to perform sexual acts in order to keep their jobs at certain coffee stands. It shows that Gooner activity has been connected to this profession.
I mean, I think that kind of supersedes Gooner activity though, because like this guy just, you know, he revealed his parts, and obviously that's like really bad, you know. But like,
Hot take.
obviously that's really bad. But he's not like this is like the next level where it's like people like in order to keep their jobs, so this is like their boss, like their higher ups are like, hey, like I'm gonna force you to do something, and that's like a whole nother level. So this kind of is just showing like, you know, being a bikini barista, like it's actually, you know, pretty difficult job just because you got to deal with all these weird people and think about all the things that go unreported too.
I think we should. That's true. This is just the one that we're hearing about.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
probably been. Yeah.
Yeah. There's probably like.
Yeah, there's more actually. In the slideshow, I show some more.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Good.
By Gooners.
Oh, important.
All right,
okay.
so this gives us a point.
This has led to some really simplistic differentiating of discourse going on social media, because you have people trying to figure out, why was this woman recording? Well, maybe, and this is just me guessing, this is a repeat offender who showed up and has probably said something weird to one.
See, that's what I said. This is probably a repeat offender. Because you got to think there are a lot of these people that show up to these coffee places, and maybe they do this like once, but then you never see him again. But this guy, he's obviously come back so many times that they see his car, and they're like, oh, this is the guy. Maybe they even memorized his license plate.
Yeah, no, they never even know. He has like a very specific car too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Apparently, they're selling the car.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you send it. Okay, we'll check out the group chat after. I gotta read.
Put it in.
Nautica Malone. Bro had a wife and kids. Oh, so his name's Nautica. That's interesting. So yeah, so here he's at his wedding. Obviously, you know, in a suit. He's a happy guy. He's got his wife. You know, they look happy together. 104.4K hearts on TikTok. Can't see how many comments it is. You can even follow this account right here. There's even a guy in the background. I don't know if he's relevant to the story. Maybe there's some kind of like conspiracy theory here where maybe he actually, I don't know. That being said, this photo gives some kind of context to like this guy wasn't just some like creepy guy. This guy has a wife and kids. So obviously this is like a deeply rooted like mental illness that caused him to perform this act.
Right, yeah. So this is a copycat Gooner. Apparently a second person did this.
A second Gooner. So another Gooner came. Oh, we gotta turn this off.
The police right now?
I'm going to play soccer right now.
You're wearing no pants. Are you fucking stupid?
No, I'm with it.
I'm gonna call the police.
Okay.
The police right now.
Okay, so this is obviously like this probably happens a lot now you think about it. You know, trending in the United States, condoms obviously. Don't know how related that is to this. But let's look at some of the comments. Like, so he's reversing. So he's actually reversing back in. So maybe he had something else to say after he gooned. So this is kind of something we didn't really see in the initial video. No way there's already a sequel. God forbid ninjas try and drive comfortably in 2025. Mr. President, a second Gooner. Obviously a reference to 9/11. But this didn't happen on 9/11. Obviously it happened 24 years later. 23 and a half years later. You know, this guy, he's got money, but you know, at the end of the day, like money, it doesn't cut it, right? Like this is scarring, especially this guy. You know, I can't even see his little thingy. It's his Peter Piper pecker. It's a little too small for me to see.
Interesting. None of these dudes, you can't see their dicks.
No, you can't. Would the situation be better if they had more meat? Probably not. It'd probably be worse.
I think it would be worse.
I think it would be significantly worse.
I agree.
Motivation.
This is my personal take, and I don't know what you guys think about this.
All right.
But a lot of people say he's mentally ill. But I feel like he possibly could be like a porn addict who just keeps progressing and just keeps going, and then eventually he has to like go to these places. And that's why I just wrote. This is why you should never go.
That's true.
Yeah, click the video.
Yeah.
This is another person talking about this.
Stuff like this has always been happening. It only blew up recently because the porn-addicted internet tried to draw a line between drive-by gooning and pornography, and the post blew up on Twitter, creating an entire thread. However, the truth of the matter is, there is no direct correlation, as there's no public evidence of anything pornographic linking to why he would show such behavior, or why these drive-by gooners show such behavior.
It's interesting. He said there's no correlation.
Yeah, that's it. That's interesting.
We keep playing.
Keep playing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. However, this seems like a far more serious mental health issue that everyone is kind of ignoring. Public nudity and public masturbation is usually a sign of mania. If it's not mania, then usually it is always linked to a specific disorder. A disorder that happens when you recurrently publicly masturbate. And while you can still be charged about just, oh my gosh, niggas being freaky, or just niggas being freaky or weird, that also links to mental problems. You know, society has kind of normalized people having these extremely insane kinks as being normal, but this stuff has a toll on someone's mental health. It is not healthy, especially in this context where to get this sexual gratification, to get this pleasure, they're committing a crime.
That's a very interesting point there.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something else going on. There has to be. Like,
sure.
it can't just be a porn addiction or something. There has to be some sort of mental disorder, something wrong that
But you
can
think
amplify that.
the pornography like just reinforces this mental disorder.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, it definitely adds to it, but it could not be the foundation, I think.
No.
I think that's a good point.
It's like, but he's already fucked up. But that's like,
Yeah. It's just made it
Because how do you get to that point?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Even in my prime gooning days, never was I like, wow, let me just go in public and start choking the chicken. You know, that's just never something that's occurred to me.
I think there has to be some level of like social unawareness, autism or some other mental like disorder like that would cause you to think that that's also okay.
Yeah.
In addition to being addicted to it.
In addition,
yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got the unfortunate normalization of gooning.
Yeah. When did you guys send this? I don't remember. I think it was
Oh yeah. So this is so Jork, you want to explain this what this is real quick before I play the video?
You just went to a Gooner convention.
Yeah, so obviously you can see.
What is a Gooner convention?
Well, so obviously this is like a Brazzers convention. Brazzers, if you didn't know, it's a porn company. So these are all the models on stage, probably like a meet and greet. That's kind of a crazy concept to me. I didn't, like I knew these things existed, but I didn't think like people actually would go to these. But like these are just like right here, like these people that you can see, they just look like normalized people I'd see. And they're just showing up here with no shame. This guy's recording with a camera. This guy's got like a selfie stick, like recording himself. Like, hey, what's up? What's up, Instagram? I'm at the porn meet and greet. It's just like when you meet them too. Like, what do you say? Like, hey, I loved your.
Yeah, like I love your work.
Yeah. Like, you did a great job in Step Bro. I'm stuck. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh, okay. So he just goes to the Gooner convention.
Yeah, we can play the video. It's just kind of entertaining.
Okay.
All the top industry piglets are on stage right now, and there's just a sea of Gooners just standing here taking pictures. Look at all these Gooners. You're a Gooner. You're a Gooner. You're a Gooner. You're a Gooner. Everyone's a Gooner. I'm not a...
Well, and this is
That's
crazy.
crazy. He's walking through the audience.
Yeah.
It's a sea of Gooners, and they're not even noticing that they're getting exposed.
No. Well, they don't have shame, obviously, because
on their goon.
they're there. But like,
And neither does the drive-by Gooner have any shame.
no. Well, you gotta wonder too. Like, look at the age range of like this guy's got like you can see like shiny bald head right here. This guy's at least like right here too. Like these guys, they're like at least 50s, maybe older. These people are like,
look how tall that selfie stick is too.
Yeah, that's a tall stick. Well, these people are like half their age, like half the, maybe even, or the people on stage are like half these guys' age, maybe even a third these guys' age. If they're like, like 18, 19, 20, and these guys are like 60, like they could be like these guys' like daughter or even like granddaughter, which is crazy to even think about. And like you got to think like how many people that are here have a wife and kids, because like the drive-by Gooner obviously this is fully legal. The drive-by Gooner we did was illegal, but he has a wife and kids. But think about how many of these people have wives and kids. They're like, all right, babe, I'm leaving. I'm going to the Gooner convention. I'll be back around 5. Like,
I mean, how many of them do you think told their partner?
Yeah, that's true. How many of them?
People around them, right? I feel like this isn't something I would share.
No. Well, but some of these people, like this guy, he's happy to be here. He's got a fucking selfie stick that almost touches the ceiling. Like this guy's taking photos. This guy's.
He's just happy to be there. Yeah.
Yeah. He probably doesn't even like watch porn. He's probably just like, oh, there's a convention. I'm gonna show up. Like, oh, these people make porn. Great. Save that for later. Like, you know what I'm saying?
His selfie stick is so tall.
It's so tall. Why does he need that much length?
For the porn convention.
Yeah.
It's almost like a subconscious psychological.
That rolling off a little too smooth.
Bro.
Oh, this person says let them goon. Well, I wonder what her motivation is for saying let them goon. Oh, who cares? At least they saw their idols IRL. I think this person is also an OnlyFans bot. The goons are loose. If you're calling women piglets, you might be a gooner.
Oh.
Bro is a green flag in a room of red flags. Bunch of horny virgin incels. Yeah, that's.
The X comments are crazy, bro.
Yeah, all right. Let's keep moving. Let's move on to the next slide. Mr. Goonicide shouldn't have killed himself. He could have had the biggest podcast of 2025. Thoughts?
Because the video is already pretty popular.
Yeah.
He could have just started a cryptocurrency or a podcast. He would have it's like a Hawk to a type of thing. Like he could have had a whole career.
So where'd you get?
What the fuck is going on? Somebody like ordering a pizza?
Yeah, no, it's my big ass roommate.
All right. So on the next one, the Gooneral plus police shutdown. So I found this. They held a candlelight vigil for this guy and flowers at the Bikini Beans Coffee, and they made posters with him. What? Oh, how did they get that photo? Okay, he's Brazil is SD. Anyway, they hosted a funeral for him. Actually, before I click these links, thoughts on this? Thoughts on the Gooneral? Do we think this is appropriate? Is this okay, or is this kind of making fun of the situation? Is it in poor taste? What do we think?
No, that's actually a tough question. I don't know.
Because obviously something like this that says, rest in peace, Goon Lord, the last goon. Obviously this is kind of joking about the situation. But this is a man's death. This is a employee harassed. Like, I don't know. I'm a little concerned, I guess, about some of the people's motivations for attending the Gooneral. I was told 20 minutes before the police shut down.
Yeah, watch that one.
Watch this one.
Top right.
I mean, it looks pretty. It looks pretty chill. It's pretty quiet.
Deliver us from the Goonicide. Amen.
Amen. When I say his name, you say Nautica. Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica! All right. Y'all gonna light our candles. Who had that big ass box of candles?
So this is an interesting situation. Oh, this is the police shutting it down, I think. This is just a photo. What's this next link?
For those of us who don't know, can you guys just give a quick recap on what Nautica did or what happened?
Yeah, so Nautica just, he pulled up to this bikini barista, with no pants. He didn't even pull them down. He just had no pants.
I apologize. I thought Nautica was a different person.
No. Nautica's the guy. That's his name. Nautica.
This is Nautica. Oh, so we found out who he was.
Yeah, they found out his full name. But this is just the Gooneral. This is just another angle from that original video that we saw. But I mean, this one looks like they're being pretty peaceful. They're just kind of, it doesn't look like they're being disrespectful to the employees. Because that's what I was worried about, is that this Gooneral thing, I didn't see clips of it. I just saw like the original poster. I was worried that they were going to be blaming the bikini barista people. Maybe it was going to get violent. Maybe it was going to be a riot. But this actually looks like a more peaceful event. Like they're saying, hey, this is sad this guy died. This is, obviously they're joking a little bit about it. So that's not ideal, but maybe if they wanted to have a proper funeral, they could have chose like a church or like a burial site. I don't know if doing it in front of Bikini Beans is necessarily the best idea, because at the end of the day, I mean, it was at 6 p.m., so I don't think it's open because it's a coffee place. Obviously, most of them close at like 3 p.m., maybe 4. But yeah, I mean, just anyways, what are you guys' thoughts on the Gooneral?
I think as long as it stays peaceful, which seems like it does. I mean, it is kind of like another like internet phenomenon, but I don't see anything wrong with it, considering. I mean, I don't know. Yeah,
internet phenomenon.
Yeah.
What is
the
not like what does the term mean? Like what
the Gooneral?
Why is it
internet?
Who is this kid?
This is Jair Wiltz.
Jair Wiltz? All right. Moving on.
I mean, I haven't fully decided my stance on. I mean, this is a complicated situation.
This is my take.
All right, what's your take?
Loki Gooneral is kind of weird because he was like a sexual harasser. So in some ways, we're kind of celebrating his actions.
That's true. In some ways.
So it is pretty lighthearted, so I don't know. But it's not like he assaulted someone.
Yeah, he still harassed them, though. Yeah. I mean, it's tough because it's like, do you hold a funeral for somebody who was a bad person? Because obviously there were people that did...
It's not a regular funeral.
Yeah. I think if they wanted to hold a proper Gooneral, I don't think it should have been at the workplace. I think it should have been... Well, it looks like it was closed, though. So that's the thing. That's where I might slightly disagree with Mr. Troll Gus, is it was closed. They didn't impede this business during its business hours.
I see what you mean, but I do agree that because they're having it here instead of like at his, somewhere else.
Yeah.
They are kind of more protesting the shop rather than they are honoring or like, mourning his death.
Yeah, I agree. The third Gooner. Oh my gosh.
Just like the first thing. You don't have to go into this guy's history, but I found out that he's done a lot of shit. He was at the Gooneral.
This guy was at the Gooneral?
Hi there. How's it going?
Good. Do you have a water cup?
Good. You do have to purchase something.
I can't get a water cup?
We don't allow filming. Yeah. Were you here last night?
No, what's that?
Yeah. Go ahead and turn off.
I can't goon. I can't goon. You killed that man. 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 R.I.P. Nautica. You killed that man. You evil, sick fuckers.
All right.
What do you guys think about that?
So that was terrible. I mean, none of those people there had any involvement with the crime, and it looks like this guy is kind of encouraging people to go up to this workplace and just continue harassment. When it's really not these people's fault that he killed himself. Because now you're saying if someone sexually harasses women, it's okay. Like, you're basically saying it, you know, if someone sexually harasses women, they're just not supposed to do anything about it. Because if they post about it or spread awareness about it, the guy might kill himself. So I don't think the Bikini Beans people did anything wrong.
Even if the people there did have something to do with it, it doesn't matter. That's still the most insane thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. This guy's tripping. Bro,
Go to the. We should go through the rest of these. Actually, go do the Instagram one.
Not real.
We kept doing it.
Whoa. I do not want my personal information. All right, cut that out.
I can't goon. I can't goon. I can't goon.
Is he in an In-N-Out?
goon. I can't goon. Say his name.
Why is he in an
Nautica
In-N-Out?
Malone. I can't goon. I can't.
I think this guy's just kind of an attention seeker. Jobless activities. You guys hear Yanni or Laurel? I don't hear either. Gooner Lives Matter, GLM. Yeah, now he's just bothering his employees. They're trying to kick him out. It's just...
This is not it.
This is not
the
it.
direction.
They take it and make it a meme because inherently the first aspect of it is funny. Obviously, the fact that he killed himself isn't.
Yeah.
But to then, like, this is beyond the meme. This is, like, actually still, this is, like, now harassing people in their workplace. In-N-Out doesn't have anything to do with any of this. It was obviously worse when he went there. But he's just looking for fame through this other guy killing himself, basically.
Yeah, I agree. 100%. Like, seems like this guy is like isn't actually motivated to help the cause in any way. He's just trying to get out there, and maybe even he's posting these, so maybe he's even trying to benefit off of this tragic situation. So he caught backlash a year ago for meme prank on homeless person.
You know, so I want you to enjoy this.
Basically, he went up to this homeless guy and he's like, this is the third Gooner. So this is just to show that he's like a clout chaser or whatever, but he went up to this homeless guy and he's like, yo, I'll buy you some food. What do you want? Because he's next to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And he went out and ate the food in front of him.
Yeah, this
is the same guy that's making these videos now.
Yeah.
It's like this IRL.
He's like Squid Game, yeah.
I mean, this guy's like that's just another level of like, just something you don't do. Like, there's no reason for him to do this. Like,
and it's not even like trying to be kind of funny or kind of nice, and then it's all kind of messed up. It's just straight. Like, there's nothing like
nothing
beyond like dark humor.
It's not even. Yeah.
Well, it's not like some people. Some people do this and they're like, "Oh, I was just kidding. Like, here's $100." And then
exactly.
It's okay, it's still messed up, but at least it made the situation better. But like, at the end of the day, though, like, this guy has a platform, so there are people watching this content. There are other people who are looking up to this guy and watching that content, and that's problematic as well.
And if you look at the fourth prank he done, it's actually the worst prank I've ever seen anyone do.
This is the worst thing anyone has done.
We can watch.
Yo, excuse me, guys. I'm trying to get something to eat. You think you might be spare change by any chance?
You want something real quick? I can get you a $5 meal.
If you could, it'd be a blessing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
What?
What's your name?
My name is
Fine, yeah, I'm Trey. Thank you.
He gets the food.
So she
Thank
bought
you so
food.
much. I appreciate it. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you so much for giving me that food. I want to give you this rock. Now, if you didn't give me any money to get food, I would have bashed both your skulls in with that rock. But I want to say, life's about choices. And you made a valuable choice and the correct choice. You decided to spare money
No,
for that.
I can't watch anymore, dude. I can't watch anymore.
What did he say? What did he say there? If he
said,
I didn't.
He brings up the rock. He says,
He's
"This
like,
is my gift to you."
this is my gift to you. If you didn't buy me that $5 meal, I would have bashed both your skulls in with this rock. And then he just keeps going, like, but you made the wise decision. And I'm just like, he's still, like, there's still 15 more seconds of his yapping.
Yeah, what is, dude? They're just gonna like get up and leave.
Yeah, well, obviously now she's just like, it went from her doing a nice thing to now she's like trying to pack her stuff, like trying to leave, like, all right. And this guy,
What's the point of it?
and also like he's probably sticking a camera in her face too. Like, you think if the camera wasn't there, she wouldn't have given him this meal? Like, that's weird. That's.
I think the fact that the camera's there would make me so much less likely. Wait, I would just not. I don't think I would get someone a meal who is coming to me with a camera and like filming. Even
Yeah,
with their
because
phone,
like
I'd be
if you can afford that nice ass camera, you can definitely afford a $5 meal. Like what?
Or also just why are you filming me at all? Like
Yeah.
like, I don't know. What's the
Oh, that's terrible. I mean, these people are just trying to enjoy a nice meal. Yeah, this guy sucks. Message from very scam likely.
This guy's also a gooner, but this is his message. And it relates to.
I haven't heard about this guy. He basically pulled up to a drive-thru with no pants on and he was gooning, and the video went super viral, so he checked himself out. So people hosted a little get-together saying one last goodbye at the same exact spots where he went viral. Rest in power, Goon Lord. Hella people came out to support and show their love. Just when you thought the world was about to end, there's still good people in the world.
Do you have a water cup?
You do have to purchase something.
I can't get a water cup.
We don't allow filming. You didn't hear last night?
No, what's that?
Yeah. Go ahead and turn off.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You killed that man! You killed that man! You killed that man! You killed that!
Just when everybody thinks social media is terrible for humanity.
That was messed up. So he's like
basically
promoting it.
He says he wants to host he's from Portland, Oregon. He wants to host a Gooneral there. And he says every social media influencer in a big city should host a Gooneral.
I think the situation's getting taken a little too far now. I think people need to give the family. I don't even think the family wants this. I think people need to give the family some peace. People need to give the baristas some peace. I think this is people are just taking the situation too far, as they always do. They found the Gooner V. Oh my gosh.
The vehicle.
The Goomobile getting repoed. Goonicide vehicle auction. It's a nice car too.
They actually managed to find his car. How did they pull that off?
I don't know, man. Like,
how do you look this stuff up?
It should be like, Dodge Challenger. It's a nice car. It costs a lot. I mean, it's used, so who knows how many stains are inside it? But shit, bro. Like, how much does that even go for? We'll have to figure that out. Oh, is that it? Is there more? That's the end? That's the last slide.
Yeah, that's the end.
All right, guys. That concludes. Looks like that will conclude our segment on the Goonicide.
I really like this format. I do like this format.
I do like the slideshow for sure. I do got to go now though, so
All right, should we just end this episode there? We had a whole section.
Yeah, whole section.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, guys. That was our 3rd episode of the Godcast. If you like what you see, do not hesitate to drop a subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment suggesting ideas or people we can collab with. We're mostly going to be talking about current events, current things going on, because this is, very current thing going on. But that's mostly what we're going to be talking about. So yeah, just let us know what we can do. Join the Discord, follow the socials. Any last words, Oscar or George 4K?
I think get another successful episode. The Year of the Dragon, it's almost over. I think maybe it is already. But, I think we made it good.
What year is it?
39 minutes.
We got 39 minutes left according to our time clock until the Year of the Wood Snake. I'm excited to see what this year brings.
Dude, Year of the Snake after the Gooneral is crazy. Year of the Snake.
I think it might be related. It's a sign.
Shit. All right, well, see you guys in the next one.
See you guys.